Let's just go back to the room. I think they figured out the power situation.
Look.
Well, what the fuck have we been drinking?
Kind of kinky. You got that right.
You two are such skanks.
If you like cult classics, slashers, and B-movies, I think you really will enjoy Stream from 2024, if nothing else for the cameos. It was a lot of fun watching. Very notable mention, Damien Leone, the creator of the Terrifier series and Art the Clown, he is responsible for the special effects in Stream. I will go over Stream. I won't give away any big spoilers. This is basically a streaming snuff film. This is all in good fun. It's fictional.
Oh, it's a fake knife. It's fake.
But I'll try to avoid any spoilers as much as possible. But I'm going to give you the gist of the movie, who will like it, who may not, and why I do think it's worth a watch. So Michael Levy, he was part of the team that brought Terrifier to life, and he directs this, and he's co-writer. He also has a role to play in the film, which is always fun. So let's start at the beginning. First off with a vertical to horizontal screen, which is pretty cool because obviously this is called Stream for obvious reasons. We see a woman who's vacuuming. She is the owner and manager of the Pines, Linda D. Wallace, and you may know her best as E.T.'s mom. Well, not E.T.'s mom. I'm sorry, not E.T. The mother in the movie E.T., the extraterrestrial. She was in other movies too, other horror movies, but I grew up obsessed with E.T., so I've always known her as the mom from E.T. She thinks she hears something and she yells, "Hello?"
Hello?
And then when she tries to start the vacuum again, she notices the outlet where the plug and part of the cord is still sticking out of the wall. The cord has obviously been cut. So when she inspects that, she turns around and runs into Brad. It's Brad. This is actually Michael Levy. So he's trying to convince her that what happened to her vacuum, oh, I know what happened, rats. Dude, unless this is Screamboat Willie run around this hotel. Yeah, rats did not gnaw on that. That's obviously been cut. But again, this is a spoof of like B movies and slashers. It's all part of the fun. It's a goofy movie. So when she says, "Well, I'm going to go down to the basement," he said, "No." He grabs her arm and said, "No, they're big. I'll take care of it." He's kind of the handyman of the hotel. And she just gushes over him saying, "Oh, I don't know what I'd do without you." He's kind of like, "Yeah, I know. We all got to make a living." So he convinced her that that thing was done by mice or rats. And eventually he leaves, and then she is thrown into another room, body slams the table, and tries to crawl away, but she can't. This person walks up in a long trench coat and gets her. And now we move on to the Keenan family. Father Roy, mother Elaine, daughter Taylor, and son Kevin. And Kevin he's a hacker. He's really good with technical stuff and streaming, so this might come into play later. And Elaine is played by Danielle Harris. I'm sure you've seen her in many horror films, and so she is the mom in this movie. So we see a man watching some older home movies of a young boy and a young girl. He seems like really emotional. I thought maybe one of the kids had died or something. And then the camera messes up. So he goes up to his son's room. This is Kevin. And he has a sign on the door saying he's streaming from like 7 to 9, do not disturb. And lucky little bastard has his own little social media, probably his own channel, and just streams. I'm not saying he's making a lot of money off it. I'm just very bitter over the fact that kids can make more money than I can as an adult doing a real job. I'm a little bitter. Okay, I'm a little upset, but that's okay. We'll just let it pass. The father wants him to come down and try to fix this camcorder so he can watch the movies. It's actually kind of funny because the dad's like, "Can't you just pause it and come downstairs and help me out?" He's like, "I'm streaming, Dad. You can't pause the stream, old man." And he's like, 1,200 people. This is the most views I ever got, and you're interrupting. But he does. He goes down and helps his dad. And this is when the doorbell rings and we meet Taylor. Taylor has been escorted by 2 cops because she was caught trying to steal beer. She is their 25-year-old teenager, and the cops say, you really need to give your daughter a talking to. And so this doesn't happen again. Cops leave, the girl comes in, and of course there's a little spat between her and the dad, and the mom comes in and she's yelling at her, "Go to your room!"
You're not a child anymore.
It's not even that big of a deal.
Get up to your room now.
When the little girl's being disrespectful. So that's what it was. The dad was upset that his little girl isn't nice anymore. She's become a little hoodlum. That's what you get for soft parenting people. You get little beer thieves like Taylor there. So later on, the mom and dad are sitting by themselves in the kitchen and they're talking about how their family's kind of just growing apart and the girl is making life hard on them. So the mom's like, we just need some family time. So they decide to go to the Pines, a place that they enjoyed when they were younger, when his daughter was young and she was nice and pleasant and she had fun there. So they're like, we'll have a family vacation. We're going to go out to the Pines. And little do they know, the Pines is actually the place where they will eventually be part of a show. Well, all is good and well until people start getting killed. As per usual, right? Eventually, we meet some players. We have player 1, player 2, player 3, and player 4. Player 2 and 3, they are a brother-sister ensemble, and David Howard Thornton plays player 2. Player 4 is this big old boy. Kind of a Jason Voorhees type. Big and muscular. I mean, there's a lot of gore and there's a lot of blood. I mean, that's just going to go without saying. There's a lot of gratuitous nudity. I guess this just goes with the theme of a B slasher, I suppose. So yeah, definitely not for kids. Yeah, don't let your kid watch this. David Howard Thornton's player 2 is really interesting because, and you can't see his face, he doesn't talk, but his mannerisms are very animated. Not mime, almost said it, I'm not going to say it. Very comedic-like. And David Howard Thornton actually portrayed Art the Clown in the Terrifier films, as well as Willie from Screamboat, which is a hilarious movie. And so it was really funny to see the similarities between these characters because he is very animated and really good for playing someone who can't speak, because even though he can't speak, he sure makes a lot of noise. The sister, all she really does is twirl her hair. Like, I would like to have seen a little more personality from the others as much as David Howard Thornton's character. Now, as I said, the cameos. That is the best part about this movie. Everyone from Danielle Harris, as I mentioned, to the iconic Tim Curry. I thought I missed his scene. Do stay past the credits. That's when you will have a cameo by Tim Curry. You don't see him, he's wearing a mask, but he's speaking. Just a minute of him and Bill Moseley. So that was fun. This is a big cast. Tim Reed, Dee Wallace, Tony Todd, David Howard Thornton, Dave Sheridan, Mark Holton, Daniel Roebuck, Felicia Rose. Long list. I'm sorry if I forgot any. And it's amazing how they were all able to be in this film. Like I said, just pointing out the cameos is really fun. So basically what happens, the family's in this hotel. It seems to be some sort of stream where people are killed by the players. Pretty simple. If you just want to watch something that's just kind of goofy, B-film, slasher movie, I do recommend Stream for that. It's a fun movie. I feel at 2 hours long, it could have been trimmed back maybe 20, maybe even 30 minutes. I think there's a little bit of filler in there that could have been taken out just to make it a little more streamlined, like keep the action going, just keep the interest up. And I'm not putting down the movie. You can definitely have a 2 hour long slasher, 100%. I agree. But I have heard that Stream 2 is going to come out eventually. I really hope that's true because I think that they're going to make it even better. I think they're going to learn what's good, what works, maybe what they should change up a little bit. I think it's going to be better. I don't know how they're going to top that cast, especially with Tony Todd and Tim Curry, unless they can bring Tim Curry back. And Tony Todd, unfortunately, as you may know, has passed away. There's still plenty of actors to bring about, and maybe bring back Bill Moseley, because I love him. So yeah, the people that will like this are horror movie lovers, people who appreciate B films and cult classics, and just like to have a good time when watching a horror movie that doesn't have to be highbrow. It's just blood and guts and special effects and just crazy shit that makes you think, oh my god. I've said that many times watching it. It's like, oh my god. It's insane. People who don't like it are probably people who want a little more of a storyline, that want maybe more character development, maybe want more action, maybe more believable stuff. But dude, this is just a fun film. Like, this is just a fun film. It's kind of similar to Screamboat. Now, if you've seen Screamboat, it's basically a play off of Steamboat Willie. Willie is a evil mouse that lives on this boat, but it's not his fault. Okay, he was made evil by human beings because human beings are evil. So to me, Screamboat and Stream are similar, but I kind of fell for Screamboat a little more, so I would probably suggest that over Stream. However, once again, just for the cameos and for a fun time, Stream is definitely worth a watch. So have you seen Stream yet? As of this upload on my channel, it's available to stream on Tubi, USA. 100% check it out. Very fun. Not everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure, but that's okay. Some of my favorite movies are movies that other people hate, and you know what? I have a good time. I'm not going to let them ruin it for me. Have fun, watch Stream, turn off your brain for a little bit, enjoy the time. Not perfect, but as I say, a fun watch. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Tell me what you thought of Stream in the comments. Have a good day. Bye.